Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ma'at hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network. Say it with me, y'all. The network for melanated women just like you. Welcome, 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 welcome to our podcast today. Want to invite you to come on in. A little bit of housekeeping. Shout out to you, Terrell, for your gift. May your gift be returned back to you 1,000-fold. I want to say shout out to my Instagram family real quick. And I want to invite you, Instagram, to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Come on over Instagram to FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Thank you so much. By the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. We got some stuff to talk about today, family. We've got some stuff, let me put this over here, to talk about today, family. Are y'all hearing me? It involves former First Lady, Michelle Obama, and Harvey Weinstein. Watch this. And I'm going to connect this video that has surfaced to the Gayle King hit job on our deceased brother, Kobe Bryant. I'm going to connect some dots. I need somebody black to talk to black to me. But just before we do that little housekeeping. As you come in, please come in, giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Make sure you hit that notification bell. If you're watching us on another platform, because not only are we on this amazing platform that we're growing here, but we're often also on other platforms as well. Please make sure that you like, that you share, and that you subscribe there as well. Thank you so much. Also, if you are interested in building a business so that you're able to make more money and also leave resources, a legacy for your family, or manifest some dream that you have, we want you to connect with us at FlyNubianBusiness.com. FlyNubianBusiness.com. Give it just a moment and you'll see all of these links in the comment section. Very important, because Fly Nubian Queen, we believe in giving you actionable information. We give you news that you can use for real. We are endeavoring to give you solutions that will empower you. And so FlyNubianBusiness.com is one such avenue, as well as make sure that you text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Are y'all ready to get into this today? Are y'all ready to get into this today? Shout out to my amazing and beautiful supporters right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, on Your Black World TV, on my and other affiliate platforms, as well as my personal platforms at Instagram, Vicki X Dillard on Instagram, and Dillard Vicki on Twitter, and Vicki Dillard on my Facebook, as well as my personal YouTube page. Because someone floated me a link to a quick little clip of former First Lady Michelle Obama, and this audio that I'm getting ready to let you listen to. But I listened to the actual. I saw the entire, quite a bit of the footage that was involved in that short clip, and it's fascinating because you all know me well. Many of you all know that I have been exposing former First Lady Michelle Obama, as well as others, for a very, 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 very long time. Shout out to you, Student Nation, for your gift, who says, keep it up. Thank you, beloved. May your gifts be returned back to you 1,000-fold. So as I responded to it, and like I said, it was a short clip. And so I was saying that it looked like it was undoctored, but I circulated it because it was fascinating, the implications of that clip that I saw. So one of my other supporters sent another link, and of course I did my own research on it since I originally saw the post that was sent to me, that video clip of Michelle Obama and Harvey Weinstein. Did my research and was able to verify it. And so let me tell you something. This audio that you're listening to, this audio video that you're getting ready to listen to is directly from one of the official White House's platforms. Did you all hear what I just said? Are y'all ready? Remember the climate that we're in right now, family. Remember the times that we're in right now. I told you guys before that Gayle, Oprah, they have a decades-long pattern of disrespecting and undermining the Black community in general and Black men specifically. I need somebody Black to talk Black to me. Thank you, Benjamin, for your gift. May your gift be returned back to you 1,000-fold. Did you all hear what I just said? I've explained to you before when I did my show on Lonnie Love, dogging out Black men on the real while she's with her zaddy. And that's fine. Be with your zaddy, boo. Nobody's tripping on that. But if your relationship with your zaddy is so good, Lonnie Love, why do you spend so much time attacking Black men? I've done a podcast on her. Exposing the danger of Black women that allow themselves and their platforms. These women that I'm talking about, the Gayle Kings of the world, the Oprah Winfreys of the world, the Lonnie Loves of the world, the Whoopi Goldbergs. I'm not just saying this just to be saying this, babe. These are not just ordinary women. These ain't Jemimas. These incurable mammies. Somebody say incurable. Why do you call them incurable, Vicki? Because it's a pattern with them. A decades-long pattern. And it's not just because it's a decades-long pattern. It's the fact that they've been called out time and time and time again for their treason against the Black community. And they have failed to adjust. In fact, they've doubled down on it. They flip their noses at us when we call them out about their betrayal. And now that the playing field is starting to be leveled, now that ordinary people, as my brother Willie D said last night on the amazing podcast that he and Dr. Boyce did last night, check it out, family, at yourblackworldtv.com, as well as Boyce Watkins platform. If you put in Boyce Watkins, because it was broadcast on several platforms. But if you just put in Boyce Watkins, or you put in Your Black World TV, you're going to see that amazing podcast they did last night. One of the things that our dear brother, Willie D, was saying last night in regards to Snoop apologizing for the language that he used and all this kind of stuff, the implications for that. One of the things that our brother has us to know is that they've been trying to pit the genders against each other, right? And we've discussed that. Shout out to you, Miss Missy, for your gift, who says, I support and appreciate you. Need more people like you. Thank you, beloved. May your gift be returned back to you 1,000-fold. He and Dr. Boyce, they were exposing the implications of Black men being buck broken, being made to apologize, being made to humble themselves before the world under pressure. Meanwhile, you got the president of the United States sitting in the White House, the credibly alleged rapist, serial rapist, credibly alleged serial rapist, and racist in chief, who's brazen about his law breaking, and his Republican, mostly accomplices that are aiding him in his open defiance of the laws. Your lawmakers or your lawbreakers. One of the things our brother was saying last night, Willie D, was about these women. And I want to give you this scripture, because some of you, I don't think you know this scripture. I don't think you know this scripture that brother Willie D was quoting last night. Frankly, I don't know that he knows it's an actual scripture, but he does. And so because I heard my brother say it, I'm going to put that in the Victionary. So just credit it to the Victionary. Somebody say the Victionary. Somebody say the Victionary. Thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell. 1,100 plus of you in the chat. Welcome to the Vicki Show. Oh, baby, we're getting ready to get into this thing. Let me lay the foundation. Let me lay the foundation. Watch this. One of the things that he says that you can now find in the dictionary. Normally, you would find a similar scripture in the Bible. I believe it's Isaiah 54:17. One of the things that we said, and I want to adopt this as a Vicki phrase, is no mammy formed against me shall prosper. Somebody, please, somebody. I need somebody black. I see y'all putting dictionary in the chat. Somebody, please, let this be our quote. Let this be what we live by. Let this be a protection, a mantra. Shout out to you, Ebony, for your gift. Somebody say, no mammy. Sonny's and the Whoopi Goldbergs and the Oprahs and the Gayles. I told you these are the incurable mammies. Why are they incurable? These are not sisters that made a mistake. All of us are subjected to mistakes. I can make a mistake, right, family? I hope that we wouldn't automatically cancel one of us because somebody made a mistake one day, right? That's not the issue. We're saying that these women that we're talking about, watch this, they have access to millions of people. Global leaders, presidents of the United States. And they're using their platforms. Watch this, and this is what I said in my post today. Shout out to you, beloved, all your gifts. I said they are undermining the Black community, but undergirding white supremacy. Did y'all hear what I just said? I said they are undermining. See, this is what makes you an incurable mammy, extraordinarily dangerous. Is number one, you have access to millions, access to the masses of people. Every one of those women that I just named. And you use your influence, you use your power, because these women know that the world trusts them. Not only because they are women and they're exuding a type of feminine energy, but because they're also what? Black women. Black women have a special trust and a level of credibility that no other woman has. Do y'all know why? It's not only because we're the mothers of civilization. Lord have mercy. It's not only because we're the mothers of civilization. Lord have mercy. It's because we are the most oppressed people. We are the most oppressed females, the most oppressed female group on the planet. When you have the most oppressed female group speaking well of their open enemies, when you have the most oppressed group speaking well and advocating for their open enemy. Thank you, D, for your gift. D says you're amazing. You're amazing right back. It hits different when we say stuff. Thank you, Deidre. It hits different when a Black woman says something because you give the appearance that everything is really all right in America. Your endorsement of the Gethins of the world, look him up, of the Harvey Weinsteins, of the Matt Lauers, of the Charlie Roses. Y'all put their names in the chat. Your silence, sisters, to their anti-civilized behavior, to their criminal behavior, to their deviant behavior, is complicity. You're shining the light on your own Black brother and overlooking the sea of white predators shows you that you are a part of the agenda against your own people. I need somebody Black to talk Black to me. Yes, Les Moonves, put their names in the chat. We need to start every time we're talking about this. And I believe that this is a consensus now with the Black media. We need to make sure to invoke their names and to keep the pressure. Yes, Epstein, and keep the pressure on the CBSs, on the NBCs, on the ABCs, MSNBCs, the CNNs, the Fox News, to keep the pressure on these major corporate white networks is where is the coverage of these individuals. We're not going to let you get away with it. Thomas Jefferson, yes. David Geffen, yes. It's no wonder many of these sexual predators, these dangerous white male criminals. Thank you, Kiwu, for your gift, beloved. It's no wonder that they're in Hollywood or they are network executives. Bill O'Reilly, top-rated co-host. Shout out to you, Lucky. That's the reason why you're not getting coverage. They understand the power of shaping minds, of influencing minds, shaping belief systems and worldviews, and they understand its connection to policy. Lord have mercy. To policy. To laws. And you know, when something is policy, when things are laws, that means you are compelled to do it. That's the power of these things, is that these wicked belief systems, these wicked individuals are the ones that are determining the standards for right and wrong. They're legislating them. They're codifying them. And when they codify, when they make them laws, when they make them statutes, that means you're compelled to do it. You got that right. Joe Scarborough and Donald Trump. Y'all putting their names in there. I know I'm talking to my intelligent Black brothers and sisters. 1,600 plus of you in the chat. Welcome to the Vicki Show. Woody Allen put their names in the chat. Rudy Giuliani. Put all of those criminals in the chat. Now, Vicki, get to it. So these incurable mammies are very dangerous because they are white supremacy's first line of defense. Lord, have mercy. See, the white man is not the first line of defense for white supremacy. See, for Black society, ours is the Black man, which is why I am very much going to speak on behalf of my brothers. But see, when you're dealing with white supremacy, their masculinity doesn't line up to that of our men. Y'all play too much. They first use the Black female as their first line of defense. Kennedy, yes, Kennedy and Clinton. I ain't see Clinton's name in there, but Clinton and Kennedy. It's freaks and stuff. Y'all elevate them to president of the United States. You elevate them to governor. Sit your funny looking self down. Can't nobody tell us nothing in our community. Somebody put hashtag uncheckable. The Black community is uncheckable. Hashtag MYOW, mind your own white business. The white community has too much drama and trouble going on for you to even comment on what's going on in our community. You're overwhelmed with bloody terrorists, sexual predators, and deviants before you to even feel comfortable. What's that girl name? Rose McGowan? The little white girl running her mouth, these little Me Too. Miss Ann's. Baby, I assure you, little girls, I assure you, Becky, Matilda, Margaret, I assure you, y'all have nothing to say this way. Hashtag MYOWB. Whenever some racists come in my mentions and they're putting their 2 cents on anything related to the Black community, I don't go to try to reason with none of them or explain nothing to them on that level. Usually, I don't give them that much energy. Every now and then, for one that I know I can make a powerful point with and embarrass, I'll go further. But generally speaking, as a rule, thank you, Margaret, as a rule, as soon as I see one of them comment, I just automatically say these words. Are you familiar with the hashtag MYOWB? Just as a rule. Again, every now and then I deviate from that rule, but it's not often. But I don't go to explaining. I don't say, well, what about? No, all I say is to them. I don't give more than a sentence usually. And if I'm giving more than a sentence, I know it's because they may have some influence, and I know it's other, people like them that think that way. So then it's in my best interest to say more than a sentence. But usually, and I would advise you all to do the same, just say something like hashtag, just say, are you familiar with the hashtag NYOWB? And that's all we're going to say. We don't owe you an explanation. Black folks are no longer in the business of proving ourselves to y'all, worrying about what you think, giving you disclaimers, stipulating stuff, quantifying stuff. We are not wasting time doing that. Hit that notification bell, family. Hit that notification bell. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. My name is Vicki Dillard, and we're so pleased that you are with us today, right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. What's going on, Vicki? What's going on? Well, that's the reason I stay on these incurable mammies, and I hope y'all understand this, is because these incurable mammies are undermining the Black community, and they're undergirding, they're supporting white supremacist systems that are against us. That's right, John of God. John of God was that man that Oprah Winfrey backed. He's some spiritual leader, allegedly. Assaulting too many women to name. And I believe now he's just officially got a sentence. Somebody put Ted Bundy in there and all kind of other folks. It's too many to name. Watch this. So now you all are understanding why I stay on them, right? Well, this league of mammies, these incurable mammies, y'all better talk Black to me. Somebody say the league of mammies. This sorority of the help. I don't know what they go by officially. They're in high places. Lord have mercy. This is what I posted today. Did y'all see this picture? Did y'all see this post that I did? I know I did it at the last minute. Usually I like to do it hours in advance. But I had a lot of stuff I had to get done, family. Y'all know I do a lot of medical stuff and things. So I was late getting this up compared to the time I normally get it up when I do them. Thumbs up, 1,900 plus of you in the chat, family. Welcome to the Vicki Show. This is what I posted. And what I said on Instagram, again, follow me on Instagram, family, if you're not already following me there at Vicki X Dillard, is what I said is there's a very real and deep network of dedicated Aunt Jemimas in high places who undermine us and undergird white supremacy. I said, we will expose you. Family, somebody say, no mammy formed against me shall prosper. This network, this league of mammies, these incurable mammies, why are they incurable? Because they have influence with the masses of people. Because many of them have been doing this for decades or years, and they know about it, and they refuse to change. They double down on their mammies. And sisters, why am I talking to us about it? Because I'm afraid that we might need a vaccine, a mammy vaccine. I'm afraid, sis, that some of us may need a vaccine. And the vaccine for the mammy disease, which is quite contagious, is this knowledge. It's constantly exposing it. I'm afraid that that inner mammy might pop up in some of us. Somebody talk Black to me, and you may not even know it. But this league of mammies, they are dwelling in high places. Why do these mammies dwell in high places, family? Because when you're dealing with first ladies, when you're dealing with talk show hosts, they have the ear and the voice of the masses. So when you're able to take down, family, just one, when you put the light on just one of these mammies, you automatically have access to millions. Now let's talk about Harvey Weinstein's connection to the former First Lady of the United States of America. And then when I'm done, you better not still be believing that this is just some type of coincidence. I too once deeply admired First Lady Michelle Obama. I too was once deeply enamored by not only her deep beauty, but her deep intelligence and the spirit that she brought with her into the White House and the elegance that she possessed. So I too was devastated to learn and to find out her willingness to protect white supremacists. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. And disrespect Black men. And I'm going to prove it to you again in no limit of time. Shout out to you, Azrael, for your gift. Every one of you that are giving financially, thank you. Do you know that you're supporting Black media? Do you know that you're elevating our voice? Do you know that the reason why they're talking about what we're talking about at a grassroots level, the reason you have presidential candidates talking about stuff we're talking about is because of folks like you? Thank you. Vicki, get to the point. What is it, Vicki? What's the breaking news? Let me read this to you real quick. I want you to show you a picture. Please pay attention to everybody that's in this White House photo. Somebody say White House photo. This is from one of the White House's official platforms. I said this is from one of the White House's official platforms. Y'all are putting so many credibly alleged sexual predators in there. It ain't even funny. Keep their names going. Look at some of the people that was in this photo from a few years ago in the Obama administration. Please tell me some of the names that you see. While you are looking, 2,200 plus of you in the chat, on the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, hit that thumbs up button, would you? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And hit that notification bell, beloved. We thank you for doing that because you're helping to draw other folk into this amazing podcast. It's amazing because we, you, and I are here. You and me, we're here. Do y'all see this picture? Tell me at least 3 people that look interesting in there to you. That audio, that video that I saw earlier today, this wasn't in that clip that I saw. Y'all know I'm going to do my homework. Y'all know Sister Vicki is going to do her best to connect the dots. Do y'all see that? Look who's in this White House picture. I'm getting ready to let y'all listen to some audio. Do y'all see that? Who is sitting right here? Do you all recognize who this is, family? Do you all recognize who this is in this Obama administration event? Who is this lady right here, family? Who is the lady that sparked all of this drama that we've been dealing with over the last few days? Do y'all see that? Who's that lady sitting there on the end in the blue, family? Is that Gayle King? Lord have mercy. Is that Gayle King, Black family? Is that who Vicki's been going in on for a long time now? Is that who the new Black media has been pointing their fingers at now for a minute? Family, who else is on this picture? In this picture, y'all know I be dealing with who this other mammy right here, Whoopi Goldberg, right? But that ain't all. That ain't all. We love the former First Lady Michelle Obama right there too. But she's in there. But who else is in here? Who's this fella? Who's this fella? Who is this fella? Is his name Harvey Weinstein? Is his name Harvey to the wine to the steam? Lord have mercy. This, I told you, these incurable mammies, this league of mammies, baby, they in high places. It's about controlling the mammies. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Everybody, 2,500 of you in the chat. We are so pleased. And watch this. I am deeply honored that you are tuned in to the Vicki Show on one of the blackest female networks on the globe, FlyNubianQueenTV.com. We're broadcast on several channels, but you're helping us grow this one. So please hit that notification bell, that subscribe button right now. Hit that subscribe button right now, family, and that notification bell. Thumbs up, family. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications. I'm cueing this audio that I'm getting ready to let you listen to right now, straight from one of the White House's platforms. Also, family, I want you to be sure to check out our store. Yes, we have an amazing store with amazing gear and apparel, shirts and mugs and so forth. Family, we're also transitioning who's handling the store right now. So be patient with us as we're sending stuff in, but check us out at shopfnq.com. Are y'all ready for this? It's queuing right now. Shopfnq.com. Shopfnq.com. Thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. I want you to listen to this audio. And again, the audio that you're listening to, it's an actual video, but I'm just going to let you listen to the audio. You're listening to the voice of former First Lady Michelle Obama. Verified documentations directly from the Obama White House platform. These League of Mammies. Thumbs up, family. Thank you so much for hitting that notification bell. Are y'all ready for this? You're going to hear this with your own ears. This ain't no fake news, beloved.
Well, hey. How you doing? You guys rest. Sit down. You've been here all day. You should feel at home by now. Oh, wasn't that great? Alan. Oh, beauty. I thought he was going to call the president the beast. I was going to laugh at that, but that was pretty cool. Beauty and the Chief. That was, I don't know about you guys, but I was listening backstage and I just wanted to put my ball gown on and twirl and twirl. I mean, yeah, I see people in the back. That's beautiful scores, beautiful music. Great way to start off this workshop or this panel discussion. I want to welcome you to the White House. Have you been having fun? Oh, I can tell. I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something, not about me or about this place, but about you. All right?
Take your woosah moment. 2,600 of you in the chat. We're so pleased that you've joined the Vicki Show right here on the flyest, blackest female network on the globe, if I do say so myself, flynubianqueentv.com. And we're just getting started. You are what make this possible. Family, did you hear what she just said? Did you all hear? Did you all hear? Let this be your woosah moment. I'm not going to move too fast to this moment because I need you to digest this. I need you to understand why your former First Lady is still silent on this. I need you to understand that some of the very women that I've been talking about have been silent or protective of these individuals. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Shout out to you, Marilyn, for your gift. May your gift be returned back to you 1,000-fold. Family, we're including a lot of important links in the chat, so make sure that you check them out. Listen. Did y'all get that? Did you all hear that? Your First Lady, your former First Lady, Michelle Obama. Your former First Lady, Michelle Obama, who embraces, who relieves the stress and the pain of war criminals like George W. Bush, who defend them, and who recently went on press tours to discuss her new book, Becoming, and has been going around in her interviews and press interviews saying how wonderful and what an amazing man George W. Bush is. That same First Lady, Michelle Obama, is the one that's not just sitting at funerals and memorials embracing George Bush, but she speaks and she dotes on this man and says he's a wonderful man. Did you all see my podcast that I did on her not too long ago, where she says that she and he share the same values? This man who lied about a war, this man who pimped and stole like a real gangster and a real thug, the oil from the Middle East, and invaded a country illegally as revenge on behalf of his fathers. And he made sure that his war buddies got paid, their companies, their corporations got paid. And some of you say, well, Vicki, she just did that because, at the time, she was in the White House and she has to reach out to all people. Let me tell your funny looking self something with all due respect. I played you and I showed you the receipts over and over again. of her husband, Barack Hussein Obama, before he became president. He publicly denounced and renounced Minister Louis Farrakhan for no reason. This white woman, Hillary Clinton, pressed Obama to denounce him in very aggressive and demonstrable terms before the world. And he did, at the urging of a Becky. He denounced and distanced himself from the very black and intelligent and powerful black man by the name of Reverend Wright. Because white folks he was concerned would get mad. Shout out to you, Esther. And he did it. See, white folks are the key and the ignition to moving the car that is the Obamas. See, they're not just sucking up to white people. They're just not protecting white supremacy systems. Family, they do that, and then they turn around and denounce us and disrespect us. We have a problem with people that keep doing that to us, and we have a no tolerance rule now for that madness. We see you for who you are. I'm going to let you listen to it again. 2,800 of you in the chat. Welcome to the Vicki Show. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, beloved. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell. And again, check out our store at shopfnq.com and make sure that you connect with us at flynubianbusiness.com so that you can learn how to build a black business from intelligent black people. Somebody talk black to me. Listen to this again. This photo, this is the setting that you're listening to right now, family. These are some of the people that are in attendance. So when you hear your former First Lady, Michelle Obama, talk, this is who's in attendance. Of most interest is your Gayle King, Whoopi Goldberg, Harvey Weinstein. Listen again, because I'm afraid that you might have missed this part. Here we go.
Put my ball gown on and twirl and twirl. I mean, yeah, I see people in the back. That's beautiful scores, beautiful music. Great way to start off this workshop or this panel discussion. I want to welcome you to the White House. Have you been having fun? Oh, I can tell. I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his...
She said he was what? A wonderful friend, right? He's responsible for organizing this event, right?
Took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something, not about me or about this place, but about you. All right, everybody.
Well, Vicki, what if she didn't know? Let me help you understand something real quick. Former First Lady Michelle Obama said that they're good friends of ours, which implies her and Barack Obama's, right? Because I listened to this and re-listened to it a few times. Listen. They have access to the FBI, to the CIA, and other internal agencies and bureaus that can access data on any individual with ease in America. And certainly around the world. You mean to tell me that none of her handlers and none of the access that they have with the top investigatory agencies on the globe, you telling me that nobody knew or heard of any allegations at the time of this video, which was about sometime in 2013? Don't forget that the evidence came out that these things were known for decades. And he cut off all the black men that were righteous in his life based on things that they said that were good and that were true because they were going to make white folks upset. Don't y'all know that our sister here and the FBI and the CIA were very, very knowledgeable and very clear about the allegations that are connected to this man. But because he's white and because he's rich and because he's powerful, they chose to overlook it. I need somebody black to talk black to me. But Obama called the black men who was rising up against injustices in the street. Didn't he call them thugs? Shout out to you, Miss Porsche, for your gift. Somebody, I need somebody to help me. It's 2,900 of y'all in the chat. We're in here heavy today, and I'm so pleased that you are. My name is Vicki Dillard. I'm normally here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. We're so pleased that you're with us. As you come in, give us a thumbs up, would you? Like and share. Listen. Don't be silly, family. Don't you know they vet? Don't you know that the Secret Service does a thorough investigation of any and everybody that goes in there? Don't you know that they're very clear about who they even hang with? They don't even want a certain picture with nobody. Don't you know that they're clear that they don't even want it known in the press if certain people even called you, tried to reach you, and even if they didn't return the call, they don't even want that to leak? But they overlooked it for your open enemy. While Obama is referring to black men that are tired of oppression as thugs. Obama, when he cried, the one and only time that most of you all, for the most part, you saw Obama cry publicly, I'm saying before the world. When did he cry, family? When did he cry, family? It's almost 3,000 of you in the chat. I know that my intelligent black family knows. Tell me, would you? That one particular time that we remember the most, that time that we remember the most when Obama broke down in tears in front of the world. It was over those little white kids in Connecticut. He didn't break down because of the back to back heinous murders that was recorded because of with his own black brother and black sister. He broke down for them. Obama picked Joe Biden, the architect of the modern slave plantation of the prison industrial complex, as his vice president to appease white people. Obama gave one of the highest presidential medals to the first George W. Bush, who worked for the CIA before he became, you all know that the first George Bush used to work for the CIA, right? How many of you all know that the first George Bush used to be the CIA head? How many of you all know that the first George Bush used to also be the VP of the United States before he became president? How many of you all know that the first George Bush was responsible for the crack cocaine epidemic and and all of that related to the Reagan administration? Obama gave him one of the highest medals, just like he gave one of the highest medals to who? Joe Biden, his own VP. They reward our killers. They reward our oppressors. They reward our torturers. They normalize them. They hug them. They embrace them before the world. Meanwhile, they give the middle finger to the Reverend Rights of the world. And I'm going to keep pointing that out. Somebody black talk black to me. And you all excused it because we were so enamored with their magnetism and their attraction of the blackness and the melanin. We were so glad to see ourselves in them, exalted and honored, that we overlooked the fact that they made the perfect scapegoat. They made the perfect cover for our open enemy. And that's what makes them so dangerous. Because while they look like friends, they're really your enemies. And when you don't know that someone's your enemy, Lord have mercy, what do? You don't keep that enemy at a distance. You don't fight that enemy. You don't work against that enemy. You cooperate with the enemy. And that's why we are determined to keep exposing them. That's what I do here to the best of my ability. Weekdays at 6:30 p.m. right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep listening to your former First Lady, Michelle Obama, bragging about Harvey Weinstein. And I want you to listen to a couple of other names. This is a place for intelligent black people. So be patient with me and listen for a moment as you keep giving us a thumbs up on the count of three. On the count of three, everybody that has it, I want you to hit that thumbs up button and the notification bell. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. Listen.
Here because of you. Whoopi Goldberg, Naomi Harris, Ryan Coogler, David Frankel, Blake Lively. All of us are here because of you. And of course, my dear friend Gayle King is here.
Who did she say, family? Did she say my friend Gayle King? I said, did she say my friend Gayle King? Gayle King was on that stage with her homegirls, Harvey Weinstein. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. Don't try to insult our intelligence out there, family. Don't try to mess with us. We know what we're talking about. Shout out to you, Kim, for your gift. Our people will no longer be hoodwinked by these jokers. You got that right, sis. May your gifts be returned back to you 1,000-fold. Listen, somebody say, prove it more, Vicki. Somebody say, prove it some more, Vicki. I pulled up an old article of Oprah Winfrey. You all do know that Harvey Weinstein is a powerful force in Hollywood, and that is the reason why Oprah loves him, because they do syndications together and other business deals. So the reason why Oprah always defended him, and the reason why you always saw those doting, loving pictures of Oprah. What is it with these black women always hugged up on their zaddies? Look at Oprah. Look, keep this image in her mind. Why is she got her arms slung around this man like they got the same hotel key? 3,000 of you in the chat. Welcome to the Vicki Show. We're so pleased that you were with us. Why do we keep seeing these real undoctored pictures of Oprah kissing on this Harvey Weinstein and he's giggling hard? Answer me this question, family. Somebody, there are thousands of you that are listening. Somebody's got to have an answer for me. I don't know it all. Tell me why. Now go back to this picture. Why is First Lady Michelle Obama hugged up with this war criminal? Help me to understand this. It's a sickness. It's that inner mammy. Gayle King is sitting on the stage with Harvey Weinstein. Watch this. This article I'm reading to you now. This is from actually 2018, so it's actually fairly recent. This is your girl Oprah, right? Listen to this. Listen to what this article from CNN by Chloe Malas says about Oprah. Watch this. Watch this. I want y'all to see. Y'all know I'm not lying. This is a CNN article. Of course, there are many others, but I just want y'all to know your sister ain't finna sit here and on purpose lie to you. Gotta give you these receipts. I gotta arm you with these receipts so that you'll know what to say when these nut jobs are out here talking. Listen, Oprah Winfrey, watch this. Oprah Winfrey discussed some of her past interactions with disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein in a wide-ranging interview with Gwyneth Paltrow published Thursday. Here's a quote from Oprah. Y'all ready for this? Here's a quote from Oprah. Here's a quote from Oprah, family. What I knew about Harvey was that Harvey was a bully, and that if Harvey was on the phone, you go, God, you don't want to take the call. Watch this. Because you're going to get bullied in some way. What that meant for Oprah, what that meant for Winfrey, she recalled, was that Weinstein pressured her to have certain guests on her long-running show. It's an infestation of Aunt Jemamis in the world. I think y'all are not hearing me. I don't think that y'all got how deep that was. Did you all catch how deep that was? Did you all catch how deep that was of what I just said? Did you all catch how deep that was? Did you all catch how deep that was? Shout out to you, Tropical Punch, and every one of you that are giving financially. I might miss your names, but thank you so much. May your gifts be returned back to you 1,000-fold. Did you all hear what I just said? What I knew, this is a quote. What I knew about Harvey was that Harvey was a bully, and that if Harvey's on the phone, you go, God, you don't want to take the call. Now, Oprah's only saying that because she's under pressure, because don't forget, even the black superstar named Seal, remember, Seal exposed Oprah too. Seal said he was never being disrespectful of Oprah. He was just mentioning Oprah's connection with Harvey Weinstein and how, whether she knew it or not, she may have been enabling this type of behavior. Y'all hear what I just said? So even somebody as high level as Seal connected the dots. Did you all hear what I just said? So only after Oprah was exposed and humiliated, she came out with this tacit and tepid response to make it look like, you see how Gayle pretended like there was a beef between her and CBS, when in fact there was really no beef between her and CBS? Because when Gayle gave the appearance that there was a beef with CBS, the network was willing to look bad for about 5 minutes because they knew they would continue to that would drive ratings and more people would watch that interview, which that's what it did. Are you all hearing me? Are you all hearing me? Oprah, this is a CNN article, says what I knew about Harvey was that Harvey was a bully, and that if Harvey's on the phone, you go, God, you don't want to take the call because you're going to get bullied in some way. Oprah said she was bullied by Harvey Weinstein. Don't you feel sorry for her? Let me tell you what the problem with that is. The article, because look at this, because I don't want you thinking Vicki lying to you. There's 3,300 plus of you in the chat. I don't want to lie to my thousands of family members. Listen. It says, Winfrey said this in an episode with Paltrow's newly launched podcast. What that meant for Winfrey, the article says, is she recalled was that Weinstein pressured her to have certain guests on her long-running talk show. Why are you bringing this up, Vicki? Y'all got to ask yourself this question. Why did she let this white man, why did she heed the word of this white man? You are a billionaire. You are a multi-billionaire. You are the queen of talk. You're known around the world. You have businesses. You own your own network and all of this kind of stuff at the time, her own show at the time. Let's say that. Before she went to own her own network, and now she don't even own the majority interest in that, the majority stake in that. Why is Oprah bending the knee for her zaddy? I need y'all to answer that. While you're doing that, thumbs up, family, and hit that notification bell. I'm asking y'all a question. I'm telling you from Oprah's own mouth. Why is it? What do you mean he was a bully? Did the man have a gun behind your head? Did the man have something on you, Oprah? Oh, Lord. Did the man have something on you, Oprah? Shout out to you, Madden, for your gift. We have 3,300 plus people in the chat. Welcome to the Vicki Show. As you come in, please thumbs up, like, and share. Make sure, family, that you check out our store at shopfnq.com. Every one of you, make sure that you text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to get on our phone list. Did you all hear what I said? She bowed down to White Zaddy to have guests on the show. What does he have on her? And who is he that she should listen to? Who is he that she should listen to him? Y'all gonna understand that when we started going off on Gayle King, close your mouth and you stand with us. This isn't about black men at war with black women, because I was one of the first female influencers that lifted my voice against it. And I remind every one of you that the black woman in the interview that Gayle King did, shout out to Lisa Leslie, shout out to the divine feminine Lisa Leslie that checked Gayle. Lisa Leslie was the first one to check Gayle. And the last time I checked, Lisa Leslie is a black woman. A black woman checked another black woman for desecrating the legacy in the name of another black man before the interview aired. And don't you forget it. I said, don't you forget it. My brother, Willie D, said something powerful last night in Dr. Boyce. He and Dr. Boyce's podcast last night. Like I said, put in Dr. Boyce Watkins or put in Your Black World TV to check out that podcast from yesterday. If one of our moderators can put the link in the chat. I know I didn't prep the moderators, but if y'all find that link from last night's show of Dr. Boyce and Willie D, please put it in the chat, family. You would be blessed. Make sure you check it out and check out my show, my 2 lives that I did yesterday. I did some short lives on the go because I had an important appointment yesterday. Check my lives that I did yesterday at flynubianqueentv.com. Listen. Brother Willie D said this for those that were saying, well, Snoop shouldn't have called her the B word. Snoop done came out and apologized for using that word. You all know that I don't believe in a black man disrespecting a black woman. That's ridiculous. But you all also know if you didn't know, that I agree and believe in the sentiment that my brother Willie D said last night. You know what Willie D said last night? He said an enemy is an enemy, and I don't care how you deal with an enemy. Did y'all hear what I said? We know we're not talking about any physical threats against this woman. There are no, if there's credible threats against Gayle, like Dr. Boyce said yesterday, we need some screenshots. And like other black media has said, where is law enforcement? If there was real credible threats, first of all, we denounce violence. Let's be clear. Number two, if there's credible threats, law enforcement needs to be involved, and we want to see the screenshot. Somebody talk black to me. You're not going to just say in a general term, you got death threats and you don't have no evidence of it, just so that you can turn the conversation from Kobe Bryant, your disrespect of Kobe Bryant and your disrespect of his daughter and the others, but most specifically our black brother, and by extension, other black men and black people in general. You're not going to use that to make everybody feel sorry for you, Gayle, because you're being held accountable. When you're being chastised, it don't feel good. But you got this incurable league of mammies that includes Susan Rice. How many of you all know my show that I did on Susan Rice? Susan Rice, the former United States National Security Advisor, the former ambassador to the UN. She tweeted Snoop Dogg and told him to back the F off, told him that she was going to bring an army against him and that he will lose. That was a threat. We as black people are keeping the pressure on these democratic shields that are attacking black people. Foundational black American, grassroots black Americans. They are attacking me. They're attacking you. Not only her, how many of you all know the failure? Condensation Corey. Lord have mercy. Let's call him condensation Corey. Cory Booker, who had a losing campaign from the beginning. Cory Booker had the nerve to tell us to knock it off. He said some more stuff. Cory Booker had the nerve to chastise black folk and talk to us like we're their children. How many of you all saw the show that I did a couple days ago on James Carville, that racist white Democratic strategist from the South? He was on MSNBC's Morning Joe. James Carville, who's a major white Democratic strategist, went on MSNBC this week, y'all. He called our demand, we in the new black media, we the grassroots black media, who've been demanding reparations for black folks. Shout out to you, Andrew. He called our demands for reparations goofy. Instead, he told the presidential candidates to just go into the black churches and appeal to black people. He then turned around and said that the African Americans in the South, listen, and I'm quoting him now, they're going to straighten this out for us. Sounding just like a racist slave master. He said that the African Americans in the South, they're going to straighten this out for us. And then he called it cockamamie at the end. They still think that we're their slaves. They still think that we're going to vote because they want Trump out. They think that black folks are only interested, just like they are, in removing Trump from office. Let this be understood to all 3,400 plus of you that are live in the chat today. Welcome. Welcome. I'm pleased that you are here. Let's be clear. Black folks' interest is not to just get Trump out of the office. Our focus is about the removal and the disarming of white supremacy. Your Democrats ain't bothered by white supremacy. Your Democrats are not bothered by racism. They just want Trump out of office. Did you hear what I just said? So don't you get yourself in a tizzy, little Negro and Negresses, talking about, yeah, our goal is to get Trump out of. No, our goal ain't that. Our goal is the eradication of white supremacy. Shout out to you, beloved, for your gifts. May your gifts be returned back to you 1,000-fold. 3,500 of you in the chat. Shout out to you, Anthony. Shout out to you others that are in the Black Digital Building. Every one of you on the count of 3. Are you subscribed? Stop. Take a quick moment before I give you further information here. On the count of 3, I want you to hit the notification bell and subscribe. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. When you do that, family, you'll be notified when I go live, not just me, but also the other amazing queens when they do send out notifications. Every one of you, make sure that you text the word queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live. Our link is in the chat for our store at shopfnq.com. By the way, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard and follow me on Twitter, would you, at Dillard Vicki. Listen. This is about Negroes trying to have nearness to whiteness. Y'all love that. Nearness to whiteness. Did you all hear me just give you receipts? Did you all just hear me quote Oprah talking about and admitting how she was pressured and she brought on guests because Harvey Weinstein told her to? Somebody say she's a multi-billion-dollar slave. Woo-wee! I said Oprah is a billion-dollar slave. What white man can call you up as the queen of talk with the #1 rated show for 25 years? And he tell you to do something. He tell you to jump and you say, hi, massa. Same thing with Gayle King. I told you, when I say Gayle King, I say Oprah. When I say Oprah, I say Gayle King. I use their name interchangeably. That's from the Victionary. If you don't know who the Victionary is, and there's probably some new folks in the chat, the Victionary is not the dictionary. It's a book of quotes and turns of phrases and figures of speech that yours truly, Vicki Dillard, says, Black family. Listen. I just want you to keep a couple things in mind. Because when we go in on them, what else did my brother say? The issue is not about Black women and a gender divide between Black women and Black men. No, it's the Black community, it's Black society against a Black enemy. Did you hear what I just said? These are the things that was highlighted last night. It's not an issue of Black men attacking Black women. Because I told you I was glad to be a Black woman, calling out another funny looking Black face woman. Okay? This is an issue with the Black community, the Black society versus a Black enemy. Don't even use gender terms. And as our brother said, and like I said, let me put this clear disclaimer for those of you that want to try to spin my words. I ain't gonna let you do that, baby. We're not talking about violence. But as it relates to Gayle King, I don't feel no kind of way about that. As a female woman who knows it is my right to be provided and protected for by Black men. As a Black woman who knows who she is, I don't feel no kind of way about the backlash that Gayle King is getting. Because I don't believe that you getting all up in a tizzy about him calling her a bee. No, Snoop been calling Black women bees for decades. You're not mad that he referred to her as a bee. You're mad that he referred to white supremacist mammy as a Black bee. See, it matters the Black woman that you call the bee. Snoop owes all of us sisters an apology because he been calling us Black women bees for decades and decades. I need to know where's the outcry for that. They're mad because they called their white supremacist tool, that is Oprah, that is Gayle King, a bee. Where's the outrage on that? Susan Rice is in the league of mammies. Lonnie Love, Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey, Whoopi Goldberg. These are folks that use their large platforms not to protect white supremacy, to defend the indefensible and our oppressors. And they don't stop just there. Then they turn around and attack and disrespect black folk openly. Lord have mercy. We ain't playing with y'all. We're going to expose you. You are an enemy, not to black men or black women. You, Oprah, you, Gayle, are an enemy to black people, period, point blank. And none of us are calling for violence. But as it relates to you being excommunicated, you being called out, you not being supported in your endeavors, I believe that she's an enemy and you deal with an enemy. I don't feel no kind of way about how you deal with an enemy. Thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell, please. Hit that notification bell. Watch this. Watch this. I'm scared y'all done forgot about who Harvey Weinstein is. How many of you all see this? Did you all see this? This article from New York Times. New York Times is using language. They're not dealing with this man like the monster and the devil that he is. Look at the title of this article that the New York Times said about Harvey. You know he works in Hollywood with that doggone cane that you know he doesn't need. When this Negro was filling up all them women and was engaged in all of this godless behavior, you didn't need the assistance. Somebody talk black to me. Come on. Your arms and your feet was working just fine and your back was straight up. Lord have mercy. And you did not have a parking space in the front. Nowhere. You know he works in Hollywood because he understands the power of imagery. Listen to this article. They talk about Harvey Weinstein's dark days. Who talks about a credibly alleged rapist in those doting terms? That title alone is meant to make you feel sorry for him. And see, that's when you call in the help. How many of y'all seen The Help? Y'all already know. Y'all know who are my day ones. Y'all know I don't play about this help. I'm not playing about Abilene in The Help, emboldening our oppressor. How many of y'all seen that movie, The Help? Abilene, the main star, Viola Davis, the one who Viola Davis played. You raising the oppressor. You raising the enemy's child. And in private, you telling the enemy, what she do? Tell me, say it together, family. You was kind. You was smart. You is important. What you look like in private. Y'all know I ain't gonna never let that down. What you look like in private. Building up. Giving strength and courage to your oppressors. And some of you all get mad because I back black men. Even notwithstanding, they may not be perfect right now. But some of you all get mad that I back black men. But you guys have all kind of patience for folks being cuddling with and defending your open enemy who's responsible for setting your grandmama and your granddaddy on fire, destroying their lives, traumatizing them, raping them, sodomizing them, stealing from them, stealing them. Y'all got patience for your 465-year-old enemy, and then you get mad at me because I cape for black men while they're in a world of white supremacy. You ought to sit your funny looking self down. Where? I'm still saying our men are diamonds. When you deal with a diamond in its original stage, diamonds in its original stage is what? A type of, it's cold. It's cold. It hadn't been purified yet. And somebody with a keen eye, somebody that's an expert in gems and jewels, like a geologist of sorts, when they have a keen eye, they know how to see a diamond in its rough stages. Somebody that doesn't have a trained eye will see it as just some little raggedy rock on the ground and you will skip over it. But see, I see treasure before it's been formed and before it's purified. I see the value in our men and what we look like throwing away our first line of defense. We need screenshots, Gayle, of them death threats. And we need you to hold an immediate press conference of law enforcement telling us that they're on those that threaten you. That's what we need, sis. Somebody talk black to me. I know I have haters out there in the social media world. So I know people will drag you and troll you, do videos on you, lie about you, and appear to be credible in the lies that they're telling. So I know you got the nut jobs that are out there on social media, but mainstream media is just as devilish and more so than social media. Mainstream media is the one that's responsible for Donald Trump in the first place because they gave him all that airtime. Mainstream media is the one that was collaborators on illegal wars that we entered into. Mainstream media is the one that's not telling you the truth about your politicians. But they want to talk about the toxic elements of social media. They're talking about social media, family, because that's our voice. They are mad that they are now having to be competitive with our voices. They know we're influencing. Research shows that you guys are listening to us, and that's ticking them off when they look at somebody like a Vicki Dillard and wonder, who in the world are you? We are entirely sick of these butter biscuits, and we are sick of black men that are acting so feminized that you act like that you don't have a pair and that you can't stand up straight and stand by your words and stand for your people and deal with an enemy like an enemy. We tired of you brothers and your little bussies. We got your butter biscuits, and what do we call them other ones? You got your butter biscuits, and then you got your buttery, your what is it? Your buttery bussy bites. Lord have mercy, so black to me. So black to me. Yes, we do. You got your biscuits. Which we often refer to the feminine, our sellout sisters that with that phrase. And then you got your what? What did I just call it? Shout out to you, Margaret. Your buttery bussy bites. Have mercy. I need somebody to put out a meme with a bag of bites. Some kind of delectable bag of bites that said buttery bussy bites. That's our new term for that. Shout out to social media for that phrase. Somebody black talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell. Listen to this, y'all. Look, watch these tricks. This disgusting man here, who Oprah knew full well was engaged in some of this disgusting behavior. Your former first lady and her man had to know that some of these allegations exist because they said these been going on for decades. That means long before he was in the White House. Shout out to you, Aaron, for your gift. Long before he was in the White House. Michelle Obama that's got access, and the CIA does a thorough background and investigation on them, but they overlook whiteness. They overlooked it because of his whiteness, nearness to whiteness. It didn't matter that Michelle Obama and them knew that they were going to be rich, and they were getting richer the longer they stayed in the White House, and Obama's books was finally paying off. It didn't matter that they occupied the highest spaces and positions in the world. They still bowed the knee because of whiteness. Lord have mercy. Just like one of our other black kings in social media said, Snoop got millions of dollars. He's wealthy, he has fame, but he still bowed the knee because of whiteness. Y'all know I talk about all the time, y'all's desire, your sick love for your open enemy. Pleasing massa. We need some black men that know how to stand up. We need some black men that knows how not to break and bend when it comes to your enemy, fool. When it comes to your enemy. You're not willing to pay a price. We're going to keep referring to you. Shout out to our beloved family out there. That's what we're calling y'all. I'm not the only one using that phrase. There's thousands of us now. Buttery bussy bites. Listen to this. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm scared that you all may have forgotten just how disgusting this man is. Timeline of things that he's done, it included Black women. Did you all know that? Do you all know that what he did goes against even what he did to Black women? It's involved to sexual assault allegations, credibly alleged sexual assault allegations to Black women as well. Harvey Weinstein. This is who Gayle King and Oprah. I want to remind you of something real quick. We're not taking sides, Democratic Party. We're not taking sides, Republican Party. We're taking over. I said we're taking over. I tweeted this earlier today. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki, my last name first. I tweeted this earlier today. Gayle King and Oprah and CBS make their living speaking against the dead. Never forget that wickedness. The Democrats at DNC joined in. No #NoBlack vote. What are you saying, Vicki? All of those people that I just mentioned a few minutes ago. Watch this. Did you all hear me talk about James Carville? The man that just went on MSNBC that's supposed to be a liberal or at least a somewhat of a left-wing network. They're the main ones that's attacking us. Can y'all see and hear me okay? Watch this, watch this, watch this. James Carville, a Democratic strategist, attacks us. He mocked reparations and said it was goofy and that the African Americans in the South are going to straighten this thing out because the African Americans in the South sees it. And he used some other mocking name. Watch this. Howard Dean, who ran for president of the United States years ago, was a former governor of Vermont, called our brother Tariq Nasheed, told him to shut the F up because Tariq Nasheed was calling out Kamala Harris for using her ethnic traits to try to pander to us. Simone Sanders, another Democratic operative, told Black men that she was tired of their unsolicited opinions. Susan Rice came out, threatened Snoop, by extension us, and said that she was bringing an army against him and that he would lose. Cory Booker, former presidential candidate, came against us openly, right? What am I saying? Family, I want all of us to agree to something. And I know our other Black family may have their own solutions and their own strategies, but this is what Vicki suggests. I suggested this the other day and I'm doing it again today. This is what I've been tweeting for a minute now. Are y'all listening to me? Thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. This is what I'm proposing. And I want everybody to make this go viral. Listen, what I'm proposing is that because those folk in the Democratic Party aligned themselves against us and tried to shut down Snoop Dogg, who was speaking points that was coming from us, the grassroots, because you all do know all of this stuff is interconnected. So because they decided that they was going to fight against foundational Black Americans, we are the descendants of American slaves. The Democratic Party has declared open war against us per Susan Rice because the Democrats did that. And because they're trying to humiliate Black men and bow the knee before them so that they can cover and run interference for Oprah and Gayle. Because they are mocking us, demanding a Black economic policy. Don't forget, what did I tell you? The first one I said was who? James Carville. He is a major Democratic strategist who's beloved by the Democrats, was on MSNBC mocking us and mocking reparations, said it was goofy, and said that Black Southerners consider it to be cockamamie. Because you Democrats are calling it cockamamie, you said that our own calls it cockamamie, and you call it goofy. And because you declared an army against us to shut us down and to feminize our black men and to disrespect our demands, we say hashtag no voting. I need y'all to talk black to me. That's what we stand. You think you're winning this round? You think that because Snoop Dogg came out and apologized for cussing out an enemy to black people? These are major Democrats that have declared war on us. They're mad because everyday people have a voice. Did y'all hear what I said? They're mad that we are controlling our own narratives. We are thinking like free people. Somebody put hashtag free thinking black people. Somebody put in hashtag free thinking black people. Because y'all decided to do that, we're saying to you now, because you disrespect us, because you are trying to silence us. You Democrats talk about how Trump is coming against the free press and how Trump is silencing people and all this kind of stuff. When you're trying to silence us, you use Democrats to attack us. So we say to you, fine. You call reparations, you call black tangibles goofy? Angela Rye on the Breakfast Club the other day said, we had a couple of national candidates, Kamala Harris and Cory Booker, that represented us, meaning black people. But we cannibalized them. So because, once again, another Democrat shield came out and attacked us, making fun of us. How about we just don't vote? If you're unwilling to have a black agenda, and if you are willing to publicly say Susan Rice, former national security advisor, you worked under Obama and the Clinton administration. Susan Rice is said to be responsible for the hundreds of thousands of black Rwandans that were destroyed and slaughtered under the Clinton administration. When she worked for Obama, nobody in the Obama administration came out boldly on behalf of our black brothers and sisters. But yet they got all this energy. Susan Rice under the Obama administration feels real comfortable coming out telling black folks, back the F off. I got an army to come against you and you will lose. But you ain't got that same kind of energy. You ain't bringing that same kind of smoke to those white gangsters who destroyed the economy in the Great Recession. Instead, you bailed them out. You rewarded them billions and billions of dollars. And black folks during that time lost more wealth than anybody else. And you didn't bail us out. You didn't have the energy for law enforcement who was blatantly taking our lives. You didn't have nothing to say. You didn't have no smoke for them. But you got all this smoke for your own. Oh, we can show you better than we can tell you. And that's just beginning. The first line of defense for white supremacy is the black woman, and I ain't gonna have nothing to do with that. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. What I look like, emboldening at my open enemies, like I'm the help. We ain't doing that no more, baby. And I don't care if it's in the form of a former First Lady Michelle Obama, a Susan Rice, a Lonnie Love. I don't give a doggone which one of you all are. We're exposing you. And we're not giving you a pass. We're being destroyed. Black folk are literally dying. We're losing economically. Too many of our people have been homeless and impoverished and incarcerated and destroyed. And you want us to be polite and understanding in our oppression? You better go sit your funny looking self down somewhere. Watch this. Don't go nowhere. I'm almost done, family. I'm almost done. I'm not going to do this mess on Harvey Weinstein like I wanted to. You already know how disgusting of a so-called human being he is. The power of of Aunt Jemima. Y'all see this image of this Aunt Jemima picture from back in the day? the problem with the Aunt Jemimas is Aunt Jemima doesn't just look like that now. Lonnie Love is the closest to this. Lizzo is the closest to this. Shout out to you, Melanin, for your gift. Watch this. The problem with the Aunt Jemimas is that they too level up. They refine themselves. Y'all see that? Y'all see that leveled up Aunt Jemima right there? She don't look the same like she used to be, right? They were calling them out for the extreme racism that was involved in the advertising of those pancakes and that mix. What they found, what the statisticians found by using this image, you see this image of Aunt Jemima? It appealed to white folks, even post-antebellum. So when they would be in the stores, when they saw this picture, watch this, watch this. I'm giving you facts here now. What they found is the reason why Aunt Jemima's products and foods flew off the shelves is because when they saw this picture, it reminded white folks of the good old days when, quote unquote, America was great again. This, of course, they were purchasing this post-antebellum. So it reminded them of the antebellum days when they ruled in a way that was open and explicit. And it was clear that we were beneath. It was clear that we were slaves and in shackles. This reminded them of that. And they were more compelled, family, to buy. Seeing us in this condition. Isn't that something? And so it is with these mammies today. So it is with these Aunt Jemimas today. But like this Aunt Jemima here, Aunt Jemimas on the pancakes, they level up. They level up nowadays. They level up nowadays. See, Aunt Jemima look a little different, don't she? Aunt Jemima nowadays, in just your Lizzo types. Your Aunt Jemima nowadays, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Let me get this picture up for you. Your Aunt Jemimas nowadays look like this. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell. Text the word Queens to 31996. Check out our store at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. Watch this. Let me give you this one more tidbit because some of you who are my day ones, you guys know I've been on this a long time, but I'm afraid that some of you may not be familiar with this. Thumbs up, family. We got 3,500 plus people in the building today. I would like for more of you to give us a thumbs up on the count of 3. Thumbs up, would you? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much, beloved. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Shout out to you, Ridge, for your gift. May your gift be returned back to you 1,000-fold. Watch this. Remember, I said the problem with your Aunt Jemimas, this deep network that's in high places, these mammies that do the bidding for white supremacists, what makes them dangerous is not just because they uphold and they brag on, they slobber on, and they protect white supremacy. It's because at the same time, they also attack their own. Did you all hear what I just said? The problem with these peculiar mammies, it's not just that they uphold and they advocate and they defend white supremacy. It's because they do that, and at the same time, they also attack Black people. So Michelle is not just embracing the George W. Bushes of the world and loving on them and stuff. At the same time, they attack Black people. How many of you all know that in Michelle Obama's new book, because some of y'all said, well, the reason why they distance themselves from Reverend Wright is because they was in the White House. Listen, how many of you all know, and I have to keep reminding you of this, and I'm going to keep doing it. How many of you all know that in Michelle's new book, she takes a jab at Reverend Wright, calling him a cranky old man because he was calling out America for her racism. While she's calling this beautiful, upstanding Black man, Reverend Wright, cranky and speaking and disparaging about this brother in her book. She put it in writing. She made a record of dogging out this Black man in her book, y'all. She's at the same time while she's promoting her book telling everybody that she and George W. Bush share the same values. While she's promoting her book, that same book where she makes a record disparaging Reverend Wright. She's telling everybody that George Bush is some wonderful man. But did you all know just a few facts about Reverend Wright, who she dogged out? I'm reading this excerpt from Aubrey M. Hendrickson Jr. I've read from this before. I want you all to know these facts, these stats about Reverend Wright, who Michelle Obama is dogging out in her book. This ain't Jemammy. Vicki's ain't Jemima, but this ain't Jemammy. Listen. This is what she said. Number one, let me read you an excerpt from her book, what she said. Part of her description of Jeremiah Wright, she says, she described him as a wild-eyed, like as if he was a wild-eyed, out-of-touch extremist who is, quote, paranoid and, quote, careening through callous and inappropriate rage at white America. That's a quote from Michelle Obama's book about a black man who's talking about America's racism. That's the speech of mammies. That's the language of mammies. Michelle Obama, quote, referred to him as paranoid and, this is another quote, careening through callous and inappropriate rage at white America. Why did she put that in there about Reverend Wright? Because she knew that in order for her to become a quick multimillionaire, she would sell out the black man once again and make a record of it in a book. And she knew that by putting this salacious anti-black male stuff in her book, white folk around the world would buy it at wholesale. How dare you? How dare you, Michelle Obama? Did you all know? Let me give you stats. The Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright. Somebody say Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright. He's the son of a highly respected old-line Philadelphia minister, the vice principal of a local high school, an ex-U.S. military Marine. Did you all know that? Michelle Obama ran herself all around the world, her and Joe Biden's wife, acting like they were so pro-military. And Reverend Wright is an upstanding ex-U.S. Marine who volunteered for the armed services. He served as a trained cardiopulmonary technician for 6 years. Somebody say, shout out to the black man. This is who she's dogging and making a record of in her book. She didn't talk like that about George Bush. She didn't talk like that about Brett Kavanaugh or Donald Trump's funny looking self. She certainly didn't talk about Harvey Weinstein. This is my issue with Michelle Obama. Even let's pretend like she didn't know he had this in his that he was officially responsible for all of these sexual misconduct. We know that's a lie, though. But let's just pretend. The issue is she hasn't come out in any public way to say how she denounces that behavior. You should have put that in your book. You should have put as a part of your experiences in the White House, like she referred to a lot of other stuff in her book from the White House. The part of the stuff she should have quoted in that book from her experience in the White House, she should have said the thing I most regret. Not just say the thing I most regret is Harvey Weinstein at the White House. You should have got into details about what you did, him being there, you promoting him being a devil, him being disgusting, him being a predator. That should have been 2 and 3 and 4 and 16 chapters in the book Becoming. Jeremiah Wright, ex-U.S. Marine who volunteered for the armed services, served as a trained cardiopulmonary technician for 6 years. On Reverend Wright's office walls, y'all, hangs a framed photograph of him monitoring the vital signs of President Lyndon Johnson. I'm going to say that again for those of you all who don't know who you dealing with here. She disparaged this man who was responsible for monitoring the vital signs of President Lyndon Johnson during one of Johnson's 2 surgeries while president. This is who this woman disparaged and made a record of. Hanging beside it is a personal post-operation letter from Johnson